I spent my talk talking about editorial innovations at Vox Media. So basically what I did was I gave a few examples of awesome things we're either doing or working on. So things like, our tool called AutoTune, which addresses the reusability in work and allows us to have anyone on our staff use these templates to create some really cool content. I also talked about a tool we use called Optimize, which allows for A/B testing. And I also talked about general formats of how we like to display our content. So whether that be an innovative thing like our card stack, which was, I think, the first of its kind and has gotten a lot of attention and has been pretty awesome, or even just how we display a regular review when we wanted to set it apart, because we know that everyone will be covering it, like the Apple Watch on the verge.
Is there anything that you would have liked to talk about that maybe you didn't get time to mention today about Vox?
Well, I wanted to focus my speech on editorial innovations, per the request of the school. There are a lot of cool things we're doing. I thought that Chris's talk about data was really interesting. We're, of course, doing a lot on our end. As I sort of mentioned, we spun up a growth team, and they are really digging deep and figuring out things on our end, which might not necessarily agree with the sort of depressing talk that that Chris gave, even though it was amazing and completely true. So it would have been fun to maybe get into that. I'm excited. I'm going to be talking about Snapchat at 3 o'clock with some other folks from BBC and CNN. So I'm excited to talk about what we're doing there.
What makes it Vox a special place to work for you?
I think it's a really good team of people, and there's still. Even though I think we have a big footprint, it's still, there's still a lot to discover and a lot to figure out. One of the things that I work on for the company is podcasting, which is, I think, somewhere where there's so much room to grow. We have tons of podcasts across the company. Just SB Nation, which is our sports website, has 300 or something crazy. And, the rest of our sites have a bunch. We've launched, I think, a dozen this year. And, I think that is an area to really figure out and maybe even see what we can innovate on there, and figure out how to monetize better. But there's a lot of opportunities just for small things like that where we're just still figuring it out.
All right, thank you. And my last question for you today is, if you had an unlimited amount of money to spare, which media would you buy?
If acting as Vox Media?
No, just as yourself.
Oh, acting as me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard question. I'm not totally sure. Maybe the Times, and try to give them a little bit more money.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Great.